Hi, everyone. Hoping that everybody's having a happy Mother's Day. Just thought I would pop up and do a quick shout out and say happy Mother's Day. We'll see if anybody comes in.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a quick pop up live.
Why?
To say happy Mother's Day to anybody that comes on.
Oh, your phone?
Yeah.
I have to take one.
Okay.
I have to take it down.
Everybody must be busy today, which is a good thing. Hopefully, all of you are spending time with your families. Hi, Beth. Thanks for coming in. I just thought I'd do a quick pop up and tell everybody happy Mother's Day. How's your Mother's Day going? Hi, Flower Tammy. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, that's cool, Beth. That's a nice Mother's Day gift. I've been kind of going through my yarn room and I found a big box of partial skeins and balls of yarn. Now I just need to figure out what to do with it, if I'm going to offer it as a giveaway or hold on to it for something to do with scraps. There's quite a bit there, though, so. Flower Tammy, how's your Mother's Day been? Anybody do anything special today for Mother's Day? Hi, Mateo. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for coming in. I had to get up at 6 o'clock this morning to have Henry to Peoria for his baseball tournament. That he had to be there at 7:15, and it's an hour's drive. You talk about crazy. Two little ones to wake up, get dressed, and Henry had to put his uniform and everything on. And then we drove all the way there, and they lost by 2 points. But Henry hit a triple. I was really proud of him for that. Hi, Tank. Thanks for coming in. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, Tank, I hope you're not feeling sick. And Flower Tammy says, a fabulous dinner and Starbucks. Ooh. Yeah, where I live, we don't have any of that around me, unless you want to drive an hour. But, yeah, Beth, it was pretty cool to watch him do that. I wish he could have made it all the way home, then that just would have made his day. He's really been practicing hard on his batting. So, and it shows. His games yesterday and the game today, he hit every ball, so it's really showing that practicing is, helping him a lot. He was super proud, and he was so excited. His coaches were telling him good job and stuff, and that really made him excited. Um, of course, I wore the wrong glasses in here. Tammy says, my granddaughter Audrey, she took me out. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really nice. You know, it doesn't have to be your kids. It could be your grandkids, or it could even just be a friend. It's nice to just go out and, and have dinner or lunch, for any occasion, really. Yeah, we're gonna have a cookout here pretty soon, but we got back. I want to say it was like we left there about 9 o'clock, so we got back here about 10, and it was just felt weird because we had to be up so early to be there. But anybody working on anything special? I'm I I found a whip that I started to make a blanket with, and then I got to thinking I could use that for a Ruana. So I started the second panel, and then I noticed that the Ruanas are usually really long, and these um, panels aren't real long on me, so I might end up just sewing the front together and the back and just making it like a pullover sweater. But what are you guys working on? Anything? Beth, you're always working on something. But I'm hoping to leave Friday morning and go see Dee for the weekend. And when I come back, I'm going to get busy in this room and get done what I've been wanting to do for weeks. So I am sure that I will have some yarn to put in bags for whips I never finished, things like that, to offer to anybody that would be interested in either finishing them or frogging them. Um, I really just need to get this room back to being organized, and the cubbies, I've been really struggling on how to organize them. I've thought of a couple of different ways, organize them by fiber or weight or color. But it's like each one that I come up with, there's an issue that I'm like, well, that's not going to work, or this isn't going to work. So it's crazy that it's so difficult to actually organize this that's behind me. You wouldn't think it would be hard at all. Um, Beth says her sister-in-law lost her daughter about 8 years ago, so I bought 3 purple hanks when Dee had them on sale. Sister-in-law's favorite color, purple. She was so grateful. Hi, Denise Lee. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for coming in. That was really nice of you, Beth, to do that. I have a couple things of Dee's hand-dyed yarn that I want to make something out of so that we have an item to show how her hand-dyed yarn works up. So I'm hoping to get that done soon. And I've got several boxes over here. I ran out of bags, and then I ordered bags, and when they came this week, they weren't the right size. So I said, heck with it. And I just put people's things in boxes that I owe stuff to. So that will be getting mailed off the first of the week. And then I'm caught up on that. And I probably won't do any more giveaways till after I come back from Dee's. But I don't have any new makes right now, so I can't share any new makes with you. But when I come back from Dee's, not only am I going to do something with all of this, but there's a couple makes that I want to get started on, and they won't take long to finish. So then I'll have something to share with all of you. I got some good ideas to make with some of the yarn that I got in Michi's replay giveaway. So I'm going to definitely do that. And I've got, like I said, the hanks of yarn that I got from Dee that I'll make things out of. But I also got, oh, hold on. I do have something to show you. I got my yarn that I bought from Mama G. It's the yarn that Rusty dyed, the mini hanks. I got 2 of them, so I'm going to make something out of those too. But look at the colors on these. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, that blows it out too much. This is the yarn that Rusty dyed herself. And they're just mini hanks, but they're just really colorful. I think she did an awesome job. And then I want to make something. I'm not sure what I'm going to make yet, but the card says it's a 4-ply. And there's 109 yards per hank, and it's 100% super fine superwash merino. And it's 100 meters and 109 yards. So that's what, 218 yards. So I should be able to make something with that. I mean, the colors are really pretty. Hi, Helix. Thanks for coming in. Happy Mother's Day. Uh-oh, Beth. You found something that tastes really good, huh? Them puff corn cheese. They're the cheesy corn puffs. Them are good. They are. Can I steal a puppy, the white one? I don't think I could get away with the white one. I found out that the white one is kind of a special breed. And that seems to be the one that the most people are interested in. So that one's going to find a new home, I'm imagining, pretty quick, you know. And Helix, your name is Lexi, right? I went in and watched one of her lives a while back. If you don't have her, I think if you do !drop or drop ! it'll drop your link. look up here and make sure I didn't miss anything. But I just thought I would come on just for a quick pop up and say Happy Mother's Day to all of you and see how your day's going. Uh-oh, it didn't work either way, Lexi. All right, I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know a whole lot about Nightbot, but somebody helped me put the main commands in there, so now I'm gonna have to go in and find out why the drop one isn't working. Try just putting drop. Oh, there you go, Beth. She's gonna grill herself a steak in just a bit. There you go. Mike is gonna grill hamburgers and brats, but I picked me up a steak at the store. I thought for Mother's Day I'm gonna eat a steak. I want to get my stuff packed to go to Dee's. I want to get my car cleaned out and detailed. I want to cake up some of these hand-dyed hanks that I have so that I can, do something with it. Oh, Beth says her daughter is a vegetarian. Lexi says her husband is making lamb chops for dinner. I've never had lamb chops. Are they good? Oh, Beth, you had a raccoon around your house last night. Was it making a bunch of noise, getting into your trash? Yeah, Lexi, I'm going to drive to Dee's. It drove one of your dogs nuts. I bet it did, because dogs can hear things that us humans can't hear. So it probably heard the raccoon out there all night. Yeah, if they can't hear it, they can smell it. You're right. The dog barking is what would drive me crazy. Lexi, it'd be my first time with chops. I've had ground lamb and it's so good. Well, you have to let us know how the lamb chops turn out for you. The drive is about 5 hours. So it won't take too long, and I've got time to stop if I need to and take a break. Yeah, Beth, I've never had lamb chops either. So, Lexi, make sure you let us know how they taste and turn out for you. Henry found a baby rabbit in the yard. It looks like maybe the lawnmower might have nicked the side of its head a little bit. It looks like somebody just shaved the hair off, just one stripe right here on its head. And I put a message in our local Facebook group for our town to find out what I can do to help the baby rabbit, for feeding it and stuff. It doesn't look like it's hurt really, really bad, but I don't know how to really tell that. As far as injury wise, it's not hurt real bad, but it was just laying there in the yard. It wasn't going anywhere. Yeah, Lexi, I don't think 5 hours is too bad. And not only that, but I'm ready to get out and get some fresh air and some time to myself to think about some things that's going on. And I haven't had a vacation in probably over 20 years. So to me, this is going to be like a vacation, and I'm sure that I will enjoy myself a lot, you know. Lexi said she just found out that Lori Armchair Chef is 2 hours from her up the valley. I visit frequently. Oh, that's cool. Now, Joe Speakman is 10 miles from me, and Elizabeth Toller is about 25 miles from me. I haven't had time to go visit either one of them very often, but when the grandkids go back to with their mom, I'll have more time on my hands, and hopefully we can get together and have lunch or just get together and chat. Thanks, Lexi. I'm like super excited. I told Dee the other night that I was so excited that I was almost tempted to start packing my bags a week early and make sure my car is packed and everything, way early. But I can't do that. I got to do it closer to when I'm leaving.
No,
Huh?
paper.
Mm.
Yeah, paper.
There's a notebook in my room behind my desk chair. Yeah.
Could I use this?
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Fine.
Go in the other room, please.
No. You just got out
Oh,
of it.
sorry. All right, take it in the other room. Sorry about that, guys. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Hi, Diane Major. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. Next time I go see Dee, it'll be for a longer extended time. But right now, with the grandkids being here and stuff, I don't want to be gone when I need to be here to get them up and off to school and stuff. But they're supposed to be going home after the end of the school year, so I'll have more time to go visit people or to do things. The life of the party just now came in. Yeah, I thought I would just do a surprise pop-up, Diane, and say Happy Mother's Day to anybody that was on. Oh, yes, we would definitely be doing videos and pictures, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, trying to think of some cool things to take up there with me, and stuff.
Hold on.
Stuff that I have, though, is basic stuff. She's got more bougie stuff than me. I am leaving town Friday morning to go up there, Diane. Hi, Karen, JSP. Happy Mother's Day. You gonna tell everybody Happy Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day. No, I can't get out of it. It was in Roblox.
I don't know, Henry. I don't know either. Let's go ask Aunt Kellen. Thanks, Denise Lee. I'm like I said, I'm really super excited and can't wait to finally meet her in person. Stop it. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun together. Oh, Diane, you know what? That would be so cool to learn how to do them dream catchers. I do not have any rings, but I'm sure we could go to the dollar store and find them. Hi, Angela Mills. Happy Mother's Day. Um, yeah, her dream catchers, oh, they are gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah, Diane, I agree. I bet she could make them with her eyes closed. Dee's Creative Hands Crochet is her channel. She is amazing. She can do just about anything craft related. Um, the dream catchers are just gorgeous. Her ponchos, her shawls, all of that stuff. I just she shows me what she's working on, and it's like, oh my god, that's so gorgeous. Oh, and her baskets, yes, her baskets are amazing. And she says it hurts her fingers after a while, but she must be so used to it that they don't hurt very long. My fingers would be hurting for probably months. Yes, Diane Major, you are so right about that. Yep. Well, Lexi, she doesn't do the baskets very often, I don't think, but when she does, you definitely want to be on her channel if she's giving one away. The last time I think she gave 2 or 3 of them away. It was amazing. Well, Diane, I don't think my hands would let me do the baskets either. Beth says she said we'll probably do a hippy dippy crochet along next. She talked about doing a poncho, but I don't know if she changed her mind on the poncho or not. She said she's going to be posting a video soon to talk about that. Yeah, she amazes me too, Diane, with all the different stuff that her jewelry, her stitch markers, baskets, the wearables, for crocheting. And she even made a couple amigurumis recently that turned out pretty awesome. And did you see that bumblebee baby blanket that she just made? That is adorable. Yeah, Diane, I think mine would look a mess too. I'd have big holes in mine or something. She has a few. She just put up ponchos. I would love a tutorial. Well, hang in there because she might end up having one with this hippy dippy crochet along. Do you remember a shirt she made with a mandala in the front? Oh, yes, I do. And I want to make one of those, Beth. Um, yeah, that turned out amazing. And Lexi, so many incredibly talented people out here. Dee is amazingly versatile. Yes. Yeah. Yep. If you ever get time, just kind of go to, your people that you're subscribed to, go to their channels and look at their pictures or their videos where they show their makes and stuff. You would be amazed at how much talent we have out here. I mean, these ladies and guys, they don't just crochet. Some of them crochet and knit and sew and quilt and beadwork and weaving and you name it. I mean, they are just so talented, so talented. And I love looking at their makes. I love just looking to see, their imagination. Our kids nowadays lack imagination. Beth said she bought all the yarn to make that. I just don't know how to change the neckline and make the sleeves. I'm sure you could email her, Beth, and ask her. Right, Diane? She could. Yep. Diane, I'm wanting to say it was Beth, wasn't it about a year ago when she made that one with the mandala on the front? Diane Major, she said, I sit here sometimes very dumbfounded and wish I had her imagination and talent, even a little bit. Same here. Same here. You know, I used to think that I had a little bit of talent, but after seeing what a lot of you guys can do, yeah, my talent is nothing like that. Nothing at all. I'm having a horrible time trying to organize. Lexi, the favorite thing I've ever made was I made a cardigan when my mom was real sick, and I used my Secret Yarneries tutorial for it, and I used puzzle yarn, and I loved how it worked up. I love how it turned out, and I then turned around and made Henry a cardigan, and I used like army green colors, and he wore that to school every day after I made it. He hasn't worn it every day for a while, but when I first made it, he was wearing it every day. See, Diane Major, see what I mean? She sees things and bam, it's done and better. And how fast she does it. I just get so floored by how fast she can make some of this stuff. All right. Beth said she sent a picture to me. Oh, all right. Let me share it. Share screen. Yep. This is the shirt that Beth is talking about that Dee made.
Yeah. So pretty right there.
Yeah, isn't it pretty?
There's.
And I don't think she said that it took very long for her to make that shirt either, Beth. Henry, Diane Major says hi.
Diane?
Yeah, right here. Diane Major.
Hi, Diane. Hey, Nana. Papa just got done grilling.
Okay. I made a hexie cardigan, but I didn't like how the sleeves turned out. Not the sleeves, the cuffs. I thought about ripping it out, but I just left it. And I made it with black, white, and gray. So I want to try making another one with different colors and see how I like that. Alexi said she used to draw. Oh, you love the sleeves on that shirt, Diane? Oh, wow. Diane Major used to draw portraits. That is talent right there. If you can draw something like that, that's amazing. Lexi, the cart the cardigans that you've made so far. Are you talking the Hexie cardigans? I've been kind of wondering too. Um, the one I made was with a 4-weight, but I wonder by making one with DK weight, what that would be like. Because sometimes you just want to wear something that's a little warmer, like in the summer. You know, you don't want the ones that are way too heavy, but yet some summer nights are a little chilly, so you want something to put on. Beth says she loves how Mark is always dressed funky for Saturday Lives. Yeah, yeah, he's quite funny. Lexi says, I definitely have learned and worked out some kinks after a few of them. I can share tips if you like. Well, that's awesome. Diane Majors says, well, I could do the cardi part of the Hexie cardigan, but I can't imagine having the sleeves how I like them. A lot of that kind of stuff, though, the sleeves are already started when you put your cardigan together, or your sweater, any of that. The sleeves are already started. So all you have to do is connect to them and then make the sleeve as long as you want it. And then if you want a cuff on it, decide which stitch you want to use for that. A lot of people do the front post, back post stitch, and some like a short cuff. And I've seen some that like a really long cuff with the front post, back post. So, I mean, you could do just about anything. Hi, Terry. Oh, Diane, you would make one in DK weight too? Yeah, I think I'm going to try that, and I'm curious to how much difference it would be from a 4-weight. Any sweater that you've made makes you look like you're wearing a blanket. That's why I'd want to use DK. And then Lexi says she's only used 4-weight and larger so far. I want to make one with some of my managerie. What is that, Lexi? Happy Mother's Day to you too, Terry. And then Diane Major, I think it would take quite a bit DK, but I'd like it better. I don't know about that, because DK weight, you get more on your hank or your skein because it's smaller yarn. Okay, it's a big twist 3-weight. Okay. So I don't know if you would use a lot more, because you already get more on your skein or your hank. So instead of using, say, 9 cakes or skeins, you might only use 6. I don't know how to figure all that out, but I do know that there's more yardage on DK skeins and hanks than there is on 4-weight. You might use more yardage, but you get more yardage on your skeins, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Beth said she made a cardigan using Red Heart and it's too heavy to wear. I can believe that. That black, white, and gray one that I have, you definitely want to wear it on a cold night. Diane says, down here in North Carolina, I barely wear a heavy coat. So even a very heavy sweater, I wouldn't get any use of it. Thank you, Karen. I'm just gonna take it easy going to these. It's gonna be I'm gonna look and see the nature around us and just take it all in. And if it takes me 5 hours to get there, if it takes me 7 hours to get there, I'm just super, super excited. Hi, Marie Simpson. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Pebbles. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for coming in. And then Lexi says, yeah, Diane Major, I probably have more opportunity to wear warm clothes here, but not enough. You think it would take a lot more yardage, Diane? I'm like I said, I'm not good in figuring all that type of stuff out with crocheting. See, and I've heard a few people say they've used the 4-weight for their hexie cardigans and they're way too heavy. So yeah, I've heard quite a few people say that. Yes, Diane, it's going to be just a relaxful trip, and I'm super excited. I definitely need the break, the mental break of it all. And Lexi says, I swear I wear my makes more inside my house than out. LOL. I want to show off, but new to wearables has meant heavy wearables so far. Well, that would be too bad, Diane Major, if it really took up way too much yardage. Thanks, Diane. Yeah, I definitely will let all of you know that I made it there, and we'll do some pictures and videos to share with all of you.
Nana,
What?
Can you guys drop off my folder and we can try to use a key?
I told you it needs a new tire.
Just leave it like that. And
We'll see. We'll see.
No, like I'm gonna ask Papa if I can. Okay.
Karen's. Hi, Renew. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Karen JSP, some of the manufacturers have tables, yardage, yarn weight, usually does not include size or crochet versus knit. Check a smaller pattern with same weight and size for better yardage. Oh, that's a good tip. And are you supposed to use a smaller hook too, so that helps so that you don't use as much yarn? If I'm not mistaken. Yes, Diameter, they do that a lot. They come and ask me, and then they go ask somebody else. Well, I hope you guys are all having a nice Mother's Day. And if you're having to spend it by yourself, I hope that you are enjoying it and making the best of it, doing what you want to do. It's important that we take time out for ourselves. As much as I don't do that for myself, it is better, if you take some time out for yourself and do something you want to do. It's amazing how much better it makes you feel. No, Lexi, I do not. I've been thinking about that, and I just told Dee that I need to figure out what I want to take with me as a project. There's a couple sweaters I want to try making, but no, I need to come up with a project to make for my trip.
Hey, Nana, can you just buy the key right now?
No, it won't. That's not how it works.
Well, I really want to write on it. It's not fair. I only have this mini right now. I don't have anything.
Okay, hold on.
And when will it come out? The key.
It will take probably a week to get it in the mail. Oh, Diane Major, these migraines that people are having, it just sounds like so many people are having them. I hope you get to feeling better. Nothing worse than a migraine for sure. Hi, Danny Joe. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for coming in. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Yes, Lexi, I do have a Stanley cake. Not sure what to make with that either. An arena cake. I got a Stanley cake and arena cake. The Stanley, I think it's called a garden something or other. Oh, it's right here. Let me grab it. Oh, no, it's not. It's Candy Royal is the name of it. It's purple. It starts with a light pink and goes out to a dark purple. But yeah, it's a Candy Royal. And then I also got arena cake in the Michi bag that I got. It is a very pretty purple. Oh, her pillows are nice, Diane, if you can get one. And they do help with neck pain. Well, thank you, Renu, for coming and visiting. I hope you enjoy it here and want to subscribe and come back around. We enjoy that. Right, Diane, just buy the key. It will just appear magically. Scrolling back up to make sure I didn't miss anything real quick. Everybody's saying hi. Lexi, I have a few shawls that I wear inside, and I have a couple that I have worn outside even. Lexi says she's got a arena cake and it's just sitting waiting for her to have my arena cart is just waiting for me to have money. LOL. Well, I hope you can get one soon. I've had this one for a while, and I just the Stanley. I did try to make a shawl with the stained glass arena cake, but the yarn is like 4 strands of thread, and it's not twisted or anything. So like every other stitch I would try to make, the hook would like go between the threads instead of around them, and it was driving me crazy. Terry, that's a good idea to do granny squares and then put them together when I get home. That's a good idea too. Ganny Joe says her daughter-in-law and her just got our nails done. Compliments of my son, and now sitting outside the mall waiting to be picked up. My first day leaving the house since February. Oh, Ganny Joe, I'm so glad that you got out. You definitely needed to get out of the house too. It does feel good once you actually get out of the house. Diane Major, you guess you missed her? Yeah, it's awesome that you got pampered while you were out. Hi, Ola Joe. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thanks for coming out. Renew says to please join her and she will also connect with us. Diane Major, that's like the normal Stenley, all the strands. Oh no, so the Stenley cake is just like the arena cakes. My go-to hook is an eye. Somebody did mention to try a bigger hook though with the arena cake, so I think I will try it with a J or a K maybe and see if that works better. Oh, Lexi says that she finds that kind of yarn needs a resin or wood hook, definitely not metal. Well, that might be my problem because I've been using metal hooks with it too. Diane Major says I have a few Stenley and one was defective and the stitches and the other one I just look at. Oh no. Diane, she did say she came to your house, so I was kind of wondering the same thing. Diane Major says yours might be different. There is a Stenley line like what we are normally used to. One solid twisted around. See, and I think that's a lot of it is I've never made anything with the yarn that is like 4 threads that aren't twisted together. So it might just be me that I'm not doing something right. Pebbles, you've never had the Stenley or arena cake? I don't know if them would. Can you use like number 1 weight yarn to do your somebody's with?
Elizabeth said, Diana, were the blankets you made first crocheted?
They weren't called filet crochet on the pattern, but if they're not filet crochet, they're very similar to it. Pebble says going through aid challenges and training one of life's challenges. Yeah, that can be a challenge for sure, Pebbles. I hope you get through that and find somebody that really will help. Is that your cardinal? Quit. Lexi said she's never had either one of those kinds of yarns either. I can believe that, Beth, that filet is coming back. I can believe that because I've seen a lot more patterns where there's pictures in the patterns. Lexi, my husband bought me several viscose non-pilled cakes from Temu, and I love them. Really, Lexi? I've heard different sides to the Temu yarn too. Some people said that they have not had any problems with the Temu yarn, and then there's some that said that some of the yarn is not the best.
Touche.
Go now, go. Diane Major, I think Miss C made a bunny from thread. I think she may have said that. Oh wow, that would be neat to see. I mean, I'm sure you can make it out of anything, but the one weight would just take longer, I think.
Bye, guys. Nana, food's almost done.
Okay.
What time will everybody be here?
I don't know. You have to go ask Aunt Kaylin. Go on.
Okay, I'm so worried on the computer, lady.
That would be nice if the filet crochet could come back, because I remember back in the day you could really make some cool things with filet crochet. Diane Major says, Dawn, I just want a beautiful gradient in blue cake, and well, I am going to give the shawl a second try. Oh, there you go. I really think that everybody, should try something at least the second time, because if it's maybe it just was the day you were having, or your how your hands were, as far as
because the kids are out.
No,
But
go.
the kids are out.
Diane Major says Fiber Spider has some lovely filet patterns. I'm gonna have to go check that out, because after I made those baby blankets, I definitely want to try a filet pattern. I thought I wanted to try one of them corner to corner blankets that has the pictures in them, but I don't know if I can do that. Here again, I need to quit saying I can't do it and try it before anything. Hi, Dawn P. Happy Mother's Day, Dawn. Lexi says, I also really like the hand knitted yarn. It's a bit toothy but lovely. I'm currently running some with cotton. And Dawn says, Diana D, the owl bee hooked for filet as well. Her patterns are easy to follow. Thanks, Dawn. I will check that one out too. Yeah. I thought filet crochet was like impossible. I'm thinking you really need to know what you're doing, and I assumed it was one of those where you need to be in a room by yourself, and when I started making those baby blankets, it was so easy. I mean, so easy. I could not believe it was that easy. So if that is filet crochet, then I definitely want to try something different. Lexi, I challenge you to try a different hook on those cakes and consider taking one of those on your vacation. I can do that, Lexi. I can do that. I am. I need to see how much is on the cake as far as yardage, and then find a pattern to go with that. But I will use a different size hook, just to see how that goes. I can do that. Well, Diane Major, maybe that's something we can do on the channel too, is, do a filet crochet pattern. That would be neat. Pebble says she's sending dozens of bunnies to her local new fire department. I want to make them a huge or a big somebody with the fire department number. Need to find a fire hat. Pebbles, look up baby fireman outfit, a crochet outfit. There's a little helmet that is in this pattern that I'm doing, that I made the pants and the suspenders for. There's a little helmet that goes with that pattern. That would probably work for your bunnies, or you could make it work, I would think. Yes, Dawn. Filet is definitely a matter of counting. Well, and Lexi, I'm happy crocheting just about anything. That to me is my comfort and my relaxation. If I'm really stressed out and sit down and start crocheting, it completely calms me. Well, Dawn P, you can come and clean my yarn room anytime you would like. Yeah, I would be glad to talk to Paula and coming up with a filet pattern to do on the channel. Um, this week, I want to talk more about the mosaic. I have decided, instead of doing the mosaic blanket, I want to do a small project so that I can actually share it on the channel and we can work on it till it's done. The friendship Afghan turned out amazing. I'm hoping to get more pictures soon of people that have put theirs together so I can do a what's it called, slideshow of everybody's when they got it put together and stuff. And then Lexi says it's like meditation for me. You're right, Lexi. I mean, it's amazing how relaxed and calm I can get from just sitting and crocheting. But I want to, with the mosaic, I've gotten a couple pictures of people's items that are done or in the process. So this week, I'm hoping to talk about it just a little bit more, and then maybe in 2 weeks show my finished project, and then we can move on to the next thing. Me and Paula have talked, and we're going to try some new things for the channel, and I'm hoping that all goes well for all of you. The main thing is we want to be able to do more on the channel and do things that our subscribers want to see done. You know, that's our main goal, is to make people happy by doing that. And me and Paula have been talking about it, and we're gonna start working on things. A majority of it won't happen, of course, till I come back from D's, but I really think we need to get a little more organized and be more prepared for our channel, and I'm hoping to do that by the time I come back. Yes, Diane, some of the mosaics are amazing. Diane says she's still waiting for her black yarn to arrive this week. Then I will work on putting my blocks together finally. How long have you been waiting for black yarn, Diane? You could have said something. I could have sent you some black yarn. Pebbles says that somebody's got jealous about the granny squares and put them in a bunny burrow. Oh, that's funny. And then Diane Major, Tina, I believe, put it. Oh, my screen just jumped. Put a new video today. Oh, and she's the one that has really good tutorials on mosaics too, isn't she, Diane? Lexi, don't let it intimidate you. I found that it's way easier than what you think, and I bet you could do it. Just clear your mind of everything, sit down with it, try it, and I bet you'll find that you like doing it and it goes up pretty quick. Those some bunnies can be mischievous. Yes, they can, Diane. I've heard some stories. They get in trouble. Oh, you just needed the funds. You ordered 2 from Premier last week. Do you know when they're coming in? Oh, Pebble says some of them are sassy. Oh, wow, 5 to 7 days. Well, let me know if it takes too long. I can send you some. All right, well, I'm going to let all of you go so you can spend your Mother's Day and do things that you want to do or that you like to do. I hope that all of you are having a great day. And Lexi says, I'm interested enough that I'm certain I will eventually start a mosaic. I have one chosen, LOL, but I have about 40 whips I need to tend to first. Oh, I understand that. Diane Dawn P says to email her. She has plenty of black yarn that is just sitting there. It was nice to see you guys too, Diane. I'm going to go and have a cookout. Happy Mother's Day, Jen, with my kids and grandkids. So you guys all have a good day. And I hope you have some loved ones around or some friends to share it with. And I just wanted to try doing a pop-up live and see how it worked. And to be able to tell all of you guys Happy Mother's Day. I love you all, and I appreciate you coming to my channel. And just all of you have a good night, and I will see you on the YouTube streets. Hi, Zoila. Happy Mother's Day. That's all right, Zoila. We're just closing up. I just wanted to try a quick pop-up live and tell everybody Happy Mother's Day. Oh, Jen, that would be cool. You must live close to D too. Oh no, Diane. Yeah, yeah, Jen, get a hold of D and we'll see if we can work something out. Oh my gosh. Oh, 1.5 hours. I thought you said 15 hours. I'm like, that's not close. Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, get a hold of D and we'll see what we can work out. All right. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you on the YouTube streets. There you go, Diane. All right. Bye, all. Love you.